So guys, make sure to stay until the end, because if you make one common mistake, you may end up spending thousands of dollars on parts, diagnostics that you may need. Make sure to stay until the end, we will explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Challenger. This generation here from year 2014 to year 2024. If you have one of those guys, you have a problem where you have dead battery when the vehicle is sitting for a day, 2 or 3, you try to start it, the battery is dead, you wonder what kills my battery, what drains my battery. Stay with us, we'll explain about something that most people overlook that can work perfectly fine but still drain your battery, and we will explain why most people will not suspect it. In addition, if you need to buy replacement parts to use at a good price, we'll share the information in the video for your convenience. So let's start on it now. So before we start guys, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix transmissions, engines, bodywork, electrical components, fuses, relays. Why we do all that guys? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. We have guys more than 15,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can practically guys save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. And if you need to buy parts to use at a good price, quick shipping, we'll put the links in the description of the video below for your convenience. So if you guys have a battery drain when the vehicle is parked, what can cause that? One thing that we will recommend to check is the fuse for the BMS, the battery management system. Now, then we'll explain what most likely most people never check, and it could easily be that case guys. Go ahead and open the trunk. When you open the trunk, lift the carpet liner up. Underneath you have the spare tire, that's a car battery, and behind it you have a fuse box. Here you have a few tabs that you squish together, lift the cover up, and you have a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we guys continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. It is guys very important to test fuses and relays. On those fuses you cannot clearly see if they're burnt or not, especially you can see in the J-case fuses as well. And if you guys assume, okay, let's say you remove a fuse, you look at it and you assume guys that it's actually a good fuse, but it's actually a bad fuse, sometimes you cannot clearly see that. What can easily happen guys at that point, you can put the bad fuse in and you start replacing parts and tools that you don't need to, so you lose your time, you lose your money to fix a problem that doesn't exist, when all we had to do is test the fuse and replace it. We'll put a link to a special video that will teach you how to test fuses, how to check relays very easily as well guys. So check it out, it will be in the description of the video below. So which fuse you need to check here guys for the BMS, battery monitor system? If you come in this row of fuses, that's fuse 38, 37, 36, even though it's missing we count that spot, then 35. Fuse 35, that 5 fuse here, that's the one that you need to check. Next, in the trunk guys, okay, that's a car battery. On the negative terminal is your battery monitor sensor. You need to make sure that it works correctly. You need to test that BMS battery monitor sensor. After that guys, something that most people overlook, alternator. The alternator, okay, when it runs, it will be driven by the belt, right? It may be charging your battery perfectly fine. But that's where the trick is. Even though it's charging your battery, if it has one fault in the alternator, it can cause battery drain and kill your battery when sitting. Why? On the back side of your alternator, you guys have 6 diodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of those are one directional diodes, so they transfer the electricity from the alternator to the car battery here. Now, if practically they convert it from from AC to DC, alternating current to direct current. And if one of them fails, what happens? When you park your vehicle, that guy's current from the battery through the terminal will be drained back in the alternator, and your alternator will start draining your battery. Bad alternator can easily cause that. For any of you that want to see how to test alternator diode, we have videos on our YouTube channels that will teach you how to do that step by step. It's not complicated, and you'll be able to figure out if your alternator is causing the battery drain. Another thing that people really overlook is the light in the glove box guys. you close your glove box, it thinks that the light turns off, right? But if the switch is messed up, we've seen that happen quite often, that light can stay on, and as a result it can drain your battery. So what you do, you get your phone, turn it to camera to record, leave it in the glove box, close the glove box, then open it later and see if the glove box light was actually turned off, because that could be a simple fix as well. So guys, this dot challenger has all kinds of different fuses and relays. Those could be really hard to find if you're in the middle of nowhere. We'll guys put a link in the description of the video below where you can get some spare ones put in the glove box, because one time we needed a spare, we couldn't find one, and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere because of that, guys. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.